I thought the next step was snow, but it's not. I need to introduce these colors that I used over here into the background. It sort of carries things all the way through. And just like everything else, my eyes, what are snowman eyes? They're just pieces of rock or coal that you put into their heads to make their eyes, and they're never exactly the same size. Okay, let's see here. Add some water to this magenta. And I think I'll get a Q-tip. Oh, that's not the magenta. That's the magenta. It's all right. I'm going to use all the colors here. So I'm just going to do that. Just here and there. And if it's too much, add water and wipe off. Oh, I like that. All right, let's do some of the, whoops, let's not get dirty. I just snipped off the dirty side of the Q-tip. I didn't want to throw the whole thing away when one side was perfectly okay. Uh-oh, look what happened. Not good. I must have smudged. All right, this is not good. You can see how I am able to pick that right up, just adding water. I had no intention of doing that. One goes, they all go, right? And I don't mind that it's leaving behind residue of black. And this guy over here, I'll just take it all off. I think this class is a good example of what can happen, does happen, and how to clean it up. And remember, the only reason I am able to do this is because why? Because I have a layer of gel medium on it. All right, it's all good. My intentions were to really put on the faces last, but I thought since I was videotaping and, you know, maybe you'd like to see the faces, we'll have to put those back on. Guaranteed when I go to class and I teach this, the girls are gonna go, how'd you get all that? You cannot replicate that. Just can't. This is an original. Your piece will be an original, and that is just the way it is. I think I'm going to do the snowflakes, and then after that dries, I will go in and work on the scarves, put back their noses and their mouths. So I went downstairs and I found an old pencil. The pencil is still good, but the eraser is useless because it's hard, but it's new. So I have a perfectly round, and I am going to use the gesso as the white paint. I will go in, but I will also take some off. Just random snowflakes coming down. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, so I know that my snowflakes are wet, but I am going to stay away from them. So I have the 08 micron. I'm just going to put dots on the ends of the scarves. Now I shall get the 005 micron, and I am going to just very lightly, starting in the middle of each circle. So I am going to pay attention and don't ruin my snowflakes. So I have the micron, and I am just going to come down very lightly and make fringe. So just start in the middle, and then all of the other ones come out at an angle, but they all start in the middle. Looks good. Now I would like to do some line work on the scarves. I'm going to have to get acrylic paint. It is the primary blue. So this time I need to get something that has a really, really fine point, which is this pencil is good. And I am just going to do little mini polka dots. This middle guy here on his scarf. Perfect. So I had a little collision with some of my big snowflakes, so I am going to let this really dry before I go on.